Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see who was here first. I have been busy, busy, busy today. Lady Rose, thank you so much for being here first. Looks like Lady Rose wanted to say hi to Kristen, Jared. I'm sorry, hurrah, hooray, hooray. That's it. Let me see. Great speakers. Absolutely. Let me see. TMCD and Lydia Washington is. Oh, let me see here. Kathy G. Yes, New York, New York. Thank you so much for 32 months membership. Thank you very much. 32 months membership. Which reminds me. Oh, and by the way, I think I killed that mosquito. Something has been tearing me up, but I think I got it. And, it's something about me and something biting me. I can't stand for something to bite me or sting me or whatever. I am not above kerosene. I will take this whole place down if I'm sure and satisfied that I have gotten that mosquito. It'll be well worth it. Yes, I know it's probably going to die in a couple of weeks anyway, but in the meantime, that thing is tearing me up. That thing is tearing me up. And I keep seeing something out the corner of my eye. I think I got him. I think I got him. Okay. So, again, thank you very much, Kathy G, for being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay, and I'll just say hi to everyone else as I go along. Take that away. Put my thumbnail up. There we go. I was about to say, come on, thumbnail, don't start with me. Don't start with me. Don't start none, there won't be none. All right, let's see. So Harry got off to a great, great, stellar day in New York City. I mean to tell you, um it was very, very touching. Absolutely touching. The way that he made the connection with Princess Diana. And of course, well, I'll show you that other little thing that came up a little while ago. Um, okay. So, a spotlight on youth mental health. So, this, of course, was on the Archwell website. Please make sure you take some time and go through the Archwell website. See what I get all those years of making fun of Barbara Walters. And did I just say the Archwell website? You see there? That's why it's not good to make fun of Barbara Walters. Because when you mean to say website, you'll say a website. I mean, don't take it worsenal. It it could be MERS. It could be MERS, so don't take it worsenal. Um, see what I mean? There's my Barbara Walters voice. Okay. Gotta stop doing that. Pretty soon there won't be many people who remember Barbara Walters. Okay, so there is look at that beautiful photo. That was actually on the Archwell web website. Oh, you know what? I think I have some photos that are totally out of order, but that's okay. We'll make it do what it do. Okay, so I will go to the next one. I'm not sure who that young lady is, but look at her face. Look at her face. She is totally feeling a warmth and connection from Prince Harry. And why wouldn't she? There's just something so magnetic about him. Um, he has a way of connecting with people. That's he gets that from his mom, and and it's his own natural born God given talent. And he is just he he connects, and it's just such a shame that a gift like that, not only do you have him being attacked by his father and of course that step monster, but even his own brother, who should recognize the brilliance of Harry, but instead of recognition, there's competition. Very, very sad, but that's okay. Um, let's just set him aside for the time being. He's hopeless. And of course, there was some time backstage to talk and connect. I don't know if this was before or after the event, but on the on the Archewell website it says earlier today, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, made a meaningful appearance at Concordia Summit in New York, representing the Diana Award. The annual summit is a nonpartisan global affair forum that brings together leaders from the public and private sector to address pressing challenges. Co moderating a panel alongside the Diana Award CEO, Dr. Tessa Oju. I believe that is the lady in the red, of course. Oh, and you know what? I found it, but I wonder if I need it, if I would be able to find it again. Let me think about that. Um, anyway, the Duke engaged a heartfelt discussion with this year's award winners, Christina Williams of Jamaica and Chiara Rianti Hutapia Zhang of Indonesia. On one of the Diana Award priority areas, mental health challenges facing young people. Their stories illuminated the unique struggle they have faced and the valuable lesson they have learned along the way, inspiring others to reach their full potential and become the next generation of change makers. The next generation of change makers. How do you like that? Take a look there. You see that photo? That is Harry FaceTiming his two little ones back in Montecito. Don't you love it? I will admit, Harry was a little visibly nervous, a little nervous. And, well, anyway, the first chance he got before or after, he did manage to um, FaceTime the little ones back in Montecito, little Archie and little Lilybit Diana. But please don't tell Archie that I said he was little, because him turning into a big boy now. Christina and Chiara bravely shared their personal journey, shedding light on the importance of mental health awareness and support for youth. Their insights not only their insights not only resonated with attendees, but also reinforced the notion that even in challenging times, young individuals have the power to make a difference and uplift those around them. Today's panel marked the third of four significant events celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Diana Awards, with the final celebration set to take place at an upcoming Diana Award ceremony. Discussions at the Concordia Summit underscore the urgent need for support and understanding around mental health. The Duke's involvement, paired with the voices of remarkable young leaders, like Christina and Chiara, strengthen our collective commitment to empowering youth. And there's the big stage right there. The younger generation give me hope. Every single one of us need courage to move the dial and create positive change. Now we need to listen and to act on the advice and vision that young people have. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Prince Harry said that. Of course he did. As we reflect on today's impactful conversation, we are reminded of the potential within every young person to affect change. Together, we can foster an environment where all young people feel valued, supported, and inspired to thrive. I love that. That is beautiful. And take a look there. How wonderful was today? How wonderful was today? Absolutely. And I think Harry, when he's nervous like that, because it's a very weighty subject and because he's such a sensitive individual, that he just does not want to get anything wrong. He wants to make sure that everything is the best it could possibly be. Um, who's invited, the fact that I'm here, whatever it is, he's taken a measure of the entire situation. And most importantly, taking nothing for granted. TMCD, Chiara and Christina were very impressive. Thank you so much for the super chat, TMCD. And yes, yes, they were. I was getting chills. I was getting chills. I thought they were magnificent. They were giving me chills. And check out Harry. Now, I don't know if someone complimented his suit or his tie or both, but look at him modeling for whoever or whatever the situation is. Is he modeling or what? Huh? Is he modeling or what? What is going on there with that big grin he has? Who knows? But I'm just glad to see him happy and loved and appreciated and his opinions valued. Um there's nobody there trying to make him feel less than whilst simultaneously uplifting someone that is very mediocre and superficial. He's in New York, he's in the United States, and he has a community here that loves and protects him. And look at there, look at the eye contact. You see that? Where's the body language experts now? Look at that eye contact. And then, of course, take a look in the background. Take a look in the background. There is warmth, there's connection. There are people that are just absolutely um, in his corner, thrilled to meet him, in awe of watching him work. All of that. I say that because that's how I feel about him. And then I don't know who these young ladies are, but I, were those the winners of it? No, the other two were the winners. I don't know who they are, but cheers for them getting a great photo. There's got to be hundreds of photos out there we have not seen. Now, last night there was a dinner, as you may be aware. There was a dinner, and this is why I know my photos are totally, totally out of order. I did my best and still disaster. And of course, the Halo Trust. So there was the dinner last night, and then there was the Halo Trust today. So let me go back there for a second. That, of course, is Queen Mathilde of Belgium. There is Forrest Whitaker. Harry is on the far right. The gentleman next to Harry, is he the something something of the UN? I do apologize, but I tell you, it was the best table. Absolutely the best table. So Halo Trust, usually they use the baby blue, and this time they're using pink. I cannot say how dimly lit that room is. If, well, I tell you, if you're dealing with baby boomers, turn the light up. I would have such a disaster in that dimly lit space. That is not baby boomer friendly light. I guess it's okay when everybody sits down. I hope it wasn't like that from the beginning, because you would hear me and chairs and tables overturning for about 10 minutes before I finally settle. Connie Balmer! Hey, Connie Balmer. I hope you're feeling well. So glad you're here. Yeah, so when I see lights like that, I get a little nervous. That's not bright enough. But I guess they know what they're doing, so I'm gonna mind my business. I am going to mind my business, my own business. Okay. And I was looking for something. Wait a minute. Uh-huh. Wow, we're almost at 61,000 subscribers. The subscriptions haven't moved much in some time, but we're getting there. 61,000. The subbies have been a bit frozen as of late. That's okay. Okay. I wonder if that works. Nope, I think not. I think not. Okay, so much for that theory. Ah, okay. There we go. There we go. So, huh, that's what I'm looking for. Wow, Joan Garcia, 32 months. TT Jones, 29 months. Okay, bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay. All right, bear with me for just a second, please. Um, I was thinking about one of the members who is unable to see how far back her membership goes. And while I'm thinking about it, I just want to take a look before I forget. All right, I'll check that again later. Gosh, who's got 36 months? Good grief, that is a long time. All right, next. All right, so that is, man, I messed this up. This afternoon, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, joined Halo Trust to celebrate Angola's groundbreaking progress in land mine clearance and conservation, that is, with a commitment to advocating for a mine free world. The Duke's presence highlighted the country's exemplary leadership in transforming its landscape from one of conflict to of hope and recovery. Angola has endured the haunting legacy of 27 years of civil war, resulting in over 900 is that right? Over 900 minefields scattered across more than 7,600 acres. Wow. Yet, through the dedication of more than 900 locally trained Halo, what is that? D miners, the country is reclaiming its land and securing a safer future for its citizens. The Duke recognized this monumental effort, which not only protects communities but also safeguard the biodiversity of Akavango, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. During his speech, Prince Harry passionately called for a global commitment to landmine clearance, celebrating Angola's significant stride and encouraging other nations to follow suit. He underscored the importance of collaboration and the vital role of local communities play in these efforts. His words resonate deeply, offering hope and inspiration to nations still grappling with the scars of conflict. That's our Harry. That is our Harry. And take a look there. I believe this is the procession leading to the Halo Trust. A testament to the power of reconciliation. Angola's journey has seen communities come together in the wake of past divisions. The Duke emphasized the significance of this unity, highlighting how children from families once at odds are now working side by side to clear landmines and build a prosperous future. Again, the lighting was terrible. But there's Harry. I even tried to brighten this one up a little bit. Let's see. Africa and Angola. Yeah, Africa and Angola in particular has a incredibly young population, a demographic wave that surges with energy and optimism, holding the promise of a bright future for Angola's youth. For them, the world without mines must be a moral imperative for all of us. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. See how he says such beautiful things? Angola's commitment serves as a powerful reminder that progress is possible and the collective action can lead to a landmine free future. Thank you, Prince Harry. As a matter of fact, don't you think he deserves applause? Okay, there we go. And check it out. You know what? Whether it's little Harry with his briefcase stepping off of a helicopter, that picture is cute for so many reasons. How cute is that photo? Look at little Harry taking care of business. Taking care of business. Do you hear me? Little Harry is taking care of business. He got his he's got his long trousers on, right? Not the shorts, but the long trousers. He has his briefcase, and of course a maroon tie with that I'm going to say violet shirt. Casual yet smart. You got to love the guy. Even back in those days, he had a sense of taste, but his flair for fashion really took off once he married Meghan, who became the Duchess of Sussex. That is when his flair for fashion really took off. But back in those days, you know, he was getting by. He was making it do what it do. Okay. Aha, that's what I'm looking for. Jerry White, 29 months membership. Wow, Jerry White, 29 months membership. So If you're watching Jerry White, thank you so much for 29 months membership. She's unable to join us on the live chat, so every so often I will find it and identify it for her so I can share it with her. Okay, thank you so much, you all, for your patience. And right there, you can see Harry behind the lectern or the podium, whatever you want to call it, taking care of business. And right there, mingling. Again, on the right side, that is from last night, Queen Mathilde. Um, who is the man standing next to Harry? Did somebody tell me earlier and I missed it? The man that's a little shorter with the glasses. Is he UN or something like that? I'm so sorry. I'm not really looking at the chat as much. And then again, there is the Concordia. There they are at the Concordia. What a beautiful evening. I'm so sorry these pictures are so out of order. Um, I don't know what happened. I had the best of intentions, and then next thing you know, they just scattered about.
And much has changed in my life and the world since 2019 when I first visited Wombo. In those 5 years, I've become a father for the second time. And while you don't need children to have a stake in the future of our planet, I do know that my mother would have been horrified that anyone's children or grandchildren live in a world still infested with mines.
Okay, I don't know if that's copyright music, so I got to turn it down. Don't want no trouble. I'm guessing that's somebody playing the piano live, but I don't want no trouble. Look at Harry. Look at him. I'm so proud of him. It's like my own kid walking through that place. So proud of him. Don't you worry, Diana. We got him. We got him. We got him, and we're going to take care of him. We are going to look out for him. And let me see if I can do you one more. Let me see here. I think I had one. Oh, really? I didn't know I could do that. Okay, then there was the introduction. Let me see here. Wow. You know what? That update that they did on the
Prince Harry, thank you for your leadership, for your heart, for your vision, for sustaining the legacy of your mother, and for inspiring a whole new generation around the world to be engaged in this critical work against the scourge of landmine.
One more time.
Prince Harry, thank you for your leadership, for your heart, for your vision, for sustaining the legacy of your mother, and for inspiring a whole new generation around the world to be engaged in this critical work against the scourge of landmine.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little emotional. Hey, Legs, Rohini is here. Nice. Prince Harry enjoys sweet FaceTime with Meghan Markle. That's the Duchess of Sussex to you, People Magazine. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet before taking the stage in New York City. Despite the jam packed schedule, Harry made time to FaceTime his family, a moment that one recipient of the Diana Award described to people as so sweet. Absolutely, it was. And just in case you just joined us, let me show you that very tender moment. Nope, that wasn't it. That ain't it. That's not it. There it is, right there on the left side. You can see Harry doing a FaceTime with his family. How sweet is that? Again, everything is so out of order. This is not how I planned it. As Prince Harry's trip to New York kicked off, his family back home in California was on his mind. While chatting with his family, Harry panned the camera around the room, giving his children, oh my goodness, I didn't know he did that, a mini virtual tour of the event space at the Sheraton New York Times Square Hotel. On the first day of his visit to New York City, Harry highlighted the Diana Award, the only charity established in his mother, Princess Diana's memory, in a panel discussion on mental health. How sweet. How very sweet. Oh, well, that's okay. He'll be back home with those kids in a few days. He's got some work to do. Archie's papa, and of course, Lily's papa, he got to go and save the world. That's what he's got to do. He's got to go and save the world. And then he'll be back in due time. Oh, I didn't realize I had done it twice. Okay, there you go. And again, Harry showing off his suit. Yeah, you like it? My wife picked it out for me. Yeah, my wife picked it out for me. Prince Harry attends World Health Organization dinner to end violence against children. That was last night. I did make a video about that yesterday. On Sunday evening, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, attended the Every Child Protected dinner hosted by the World Health Organization, led by Dr. Tedros. Is it Adhanom Ghebreyesus? Okay. Director General of the. Oh, so that's the guy standing next to him. Got it. That's the guy standing next to him. So, yes, there it is right there. That's what I was looking for. Prince Harry is proud of the efforts being taken to protect children around the world and highlighted the need to address online safety and violence and the violence young people are experiencing in the digital spaces. In November, the World Health Organization will host a global ministerial conference in Colombia. Remember, they mentioned that when they were in Colombia, that later this year, Colombia was going to host that event for the World Health Organization. So that is coming up in November. No word as to whether the Sussexes will be there, but I wouldn't completely rule it out. But no, they've already taken their trip there, and I don't suppose they're going to go back. But they covered that stuff while they were there, and so it'll be other people's responsibility to see that event through. Okay, so there you go. Hello, M. Covington. And look at these brilliant photos. Now, these were the ones that were released on the Archwell website. Yes, these photos were released on the Archwell website. And this one. You can see Forrest Whitaker there on the right, and the gentleman in the middle wearing the glasses. That's Dr. Tedros that I just mentioned. Director General of the World Health Organization. Very cool. And there's James Holt there on the left side. You recognize him, one of the very key figures at the Archwell. I do forget his job title, but anyway, he's got a very important role. Right? I love it. I love it. And this was again from last night, the dinner that we didn't even know Harry was in New York. And there were these photos late last night. Just as I was about to close my eyes, I'm like, what the what? Photos? And yeah, so there's Harry, third from the left. What a great photo. Oh, that's Iman back there. Is that Iman? I think so. That's Iman back there. Brilliant, brilliant. Harry is looking good. He's looking so good. And I don't know if you noticed the dress that Queen Mathilde is wearing, but looks familiar, right? Now, it's not long like Meghan's dress is very formal, but it does have certain elements that just scream Duchess of Sussex. Is that the Carolina Herrera dress? I can't remember who designed it, but looking a little similar in that it's got like a cape effect. See how it's got the cape over the arms there? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Only the difference is the queen is wearing a dress that is of cocktail length. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a cocktail length right there. Whereas Meghan's is completely formal and, of course, made to complement Harry's dress uniform. What a lovely figure they made that night. It was incredible. I felt more like I was looking at a fairy tale. It was really a fairy tale. And for them being on their way out of the United Kingdom, they are so poised and elegant. They're honestly some of the strongest people. They are so poised and elegant in spite of the fact that there was so many terrible things going on, and yet there they are, um, dignified, decent, respectable. You just cannot take that away from them. And here's a collage that one of the squatties put together. Very cool. Based on Harry's first night. And then on the left side, now you guys, I cannot share that video, but there is a video that shows the security. And you can see in that middle top photo, that is a screenshot of that video. And you could only see Harry briefly before he gets in the XUV, which is led and followed by a police escort. I repeat, that gigantic SUV was led and followed by a New York police escort. And the security there at the entrance, they put up a wall of flesh lest anybody thought they were going to run in there and try to take a photo or something like that. The best you can get is what you see there in that center top photo. And this one on the right, what a royal turnout. That was actually a screenshot from the 1805 event from the other night. That was a screenshot. I just forgot to share it with you. And right there, 1 in 2 children are victims of violence. Every child deserves a safe and happy childhood. This is from the event that is going to take place in November in Colombia about the safety and security, the health and well being of children. That is just a little screenshot there. The power to end it is in our hands. Don't forget that. To end violence against children, whether it's from the online means or whether it's from other kids, whatever the case may be. Um, it takes a village. It's something that we all have to be very mindful of. Oh, there he is, old big head Neil Gardiner, not Gardner, but Gardiner. Um, in his ruling seen in court documents on Monday, United States Judge Carl Nichols said the public does not have a strong interest in disclosure of the Duke's immigration records. His judgment added, like any foreign national, the Duke has a legitimate privacy interest in his immigration status. In other words, it's none of your flipping business. And of course, let us remember that Neil Gardner or Gardiner is from the Heritage Foundation. That is a think tank. In other words, a bunch of stuffy people that have been given funding so that they can get in other folks' business. Meaning that if you are not right wing, if you are not like minded, your values are not in alignment with their conservative plotting and scheming, then you are subject to be, I would say, harassed by them, stalked by them. It figuratively speaking, of course. So they'll do things like file a lawsuit to try to get your immigration status so that they'll have something else to talk about. So it's all part of a greater uh, purpose, and that is to create an authoritarian government in all of the Western industrialized nations where people will forfeit their civil rights for the sake of peace. So, kind of like they did after 9/11, where they put all these laws that takes your privacy away. So that's those people right there. Yes, and the Project 2025 Mercedes Todd, absolutely that too. They were really upset about that Oprah interview, and I think they set out to destroy Harry for telling the truth about how they have been harassed by the palace and the tabloid media. And one of the members of the group should be no surprise. There's Camilla Tominley right there in the middle. Camilla Tominley. And it's no wonder that she and Neil Gardiner gets along so well because, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's unfortunate, but well, she's got a pretty big head too. You know what I mean? Anybody who has that much head, see how big her face is, how elongated her cranium is. She has a very and also she makes up stuff. She really does make up stuff. So I think that's how they connected in the first place, is because of that massive cranium and also the obsession with the Duchess of Sussex. That's part of it, that obsession. Nasty people they are, awful people. Now, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but I made a video about the art. It's from the article in the it was in the Daily Mail, and there was much discussion about it. Well, while I was away in the hospital, I forgot all about it. I literally forgot all about it. And anyway, I decided to go ahead and make a video out of it. And you can see a monumental waste of time play out in the article where Jan Moyer flew 5,000 miles to Santa Barbara to go and, try to pretend like she's an investigative journalist, getting all up in Harry's business, only to find out. Well, I'll let you watch the video. But do check it out. This is the thumbnail, and it was a really, really interesting video, especially when I got to the parts where there's comments at the end of the article. And let me give you a suggestion. Stay away from the Daily Mail, the Sun, the Express. Try to avoid those because we don't want to give them the engagement. But if you happen to catch the odd article here and there, when you go to the comments, if you want to see comments from people who feel like you do, then just go to the worst comments, not the best comments, the worst, because those are the ones that are being dragged by the derangers. And needless to say, those are actually the best comments. Yes, the ones that are mentioned as the worst, those are actually the best. So, just a little word of advice. If you see the worst rated comment, they are usually the best comments. So, I think one of the best parts of the video was the comments that I shared. I painstakingly searched through the comments to find what they considered was the worst that I could share with you on the video that were definitely the best. I mean, there was some zingers. Speaking of zingers, Kate beamed in the front passenger seat next to the Prince of Wales. Is that a photo of Kate in the front passenger seat on the left side? If it's not Kate, why are you using that photo? That is Kate in Balmoral about, I'm going to say, 6 years ago. That's Kate in Balmoral 6 years ago. So, yeah, she might have been beaming 6 years ago because she figured, oh, I'll let the black girl do all the work. I am just going to go back to being the lazy individual that I've always been. I won't have to do that much work. So that's why she's beaming. That's why William's smiling. And all of that was fine until they realized how much attention Meghan was getting. And then, as they say, that smile turned into a smirk. They say a smile is just a frown turned upside down. Or is it a frown is a smile? Well, anyway, yeah, that's when all of that went away. So how in the world could that be Kate from this past Sunday? I don't get it. Princess Kate and Prince William step out together as they join King Charles and the Queen Consort, a Queen cohort at Balmoral. So I think that is an up-to-date image of Charles and Godzilla, but definitely not Kate over there. They really got to stop doing that. They keep referencing these old photos and passing them off as though they're new. There are plenty recent photos as recent of last year. Why create this confusion? I guess it's to make people look a little closer and to click on the link or whatever. But it really is ridiculous. There will be no new pics of Kate. All is PR now. Ooh, thank you so much for that, Legs. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, they're not trading in new photos these days. Even though she looks very healthy and tan and robust, but they're choosing to use even that video. There are people saying that the announcement video may have been filmed as far back as June. That's what they're saying. That video released by Kensington Palace may be as old as June. That's what I heard. And you know, they are never wrong. Inside Kate's comeback plan, how the Princess of Wales is making a slow return to the spotlight from her first early years meeting, which there are no photos. There are no photos of Kate at the first early years meeting. Makes you wonder if the meeting actually took place. Who was invited to the meeting? Was it only staff? What kind of meeting took place and there are no photos? As much as William and Kate love to compete against Harry and Meghan, you would imagine that there would be photos, but yet there are none. From her first early years meeting in 9 months um, to visiting, what's that, Crathie Kirk Church in Scotland? Um, and what of it? What of it? Because the Kate that I saw running out of the farmer's market, that is a very healthy Kate. The Kate that I saw jump on top of that big bale of hay in that video, I would imagine that Kate is capable of coming back to work. But notice they're stressing slow return. Now, this is what's really going to bake your noodle. Someone who is not a squatty, but is a Sussex friendly person. I got on the topic of the royal family as per usual, and they said, "Well, something just came up on my phone, and it said something about her not going back to work for a decade." Do you mean to tell me that that information is floating around out there where the average person may see that when they, go to their Google search and that whatever you've seen comes up in different ways. Well, the algorithm, what have you. So this is not someone who looks for that information. Do you mean to tell me common folk know about the scathing plan by Kitty to stay away from work until about 12 years from now? Apparently, everybody knows it. Lex says, don't these views of Kate sound like sick cake shopping? Uh, yes, it does. It does, actually. Thank you so much for the super chat. And then on the right side, just as a reminder, the Duchess of Cambridge, Lazy Katie, and is she feuding with the Queen? Yeah, and is she feuding with the Queen? Well, that obviously is a much younger image of Kate, obviously. And Kate has had the reputation of lazy a complete lack of interest in work, any work. But they sold the public on this idea that William and Kate worked so hard and that they're going to be king one day. There was a time when the public took, well, not the public, but the press took absolutely no excuse for Will and Kate to not work, except for her maternity leaves. They were fine, right? But still, they kept pushing the lazy Kate narrative because they know better. And whatever, if she was in the best of circumstances, she was not going to work. So it just give you an idea of how far this narrative is going, how deeply ingrained, how they're trying to plant this in the psyche of King Charles's subjects, soon to be William's subjects someday, later, I hope. But they are planting that in the minds of the subjects. Don't expect her to do much because she has to raise the future king and the other children. And she's going to be a stay at home mom, as she had always planned to do, whatever the situation. And best of all for her, she'll get away with it. She'll get away with it. They're going to look the other way because in reinforcing her fragility, it actually, I believe, makes her look kind of bad in the eyes of the working class public. But they'll find out soon enough. They found out when she was in the hospital that first week. There were plenty of people who called out the fact that she could jump the queue and get the best of care. Do you think those people's sentiments have changed a lot? I don't think so. But yes, thank you again, Lex. Kay Middleton makes first appearance since announcing end of chemotherapy. E! News, why are they reporting this? Why are they reporting this? I thought E was for entertainment. I guess if the people at the Kensington Palace, if their media PR people say, we want this story to trend so that people will, be okay with the lack of work, then so be it. And that's exactly what I believe is happening, is that it's not enough to just throw out there, she won't be back for 12 years or she won't be full time for 12 years. They have to make sure that they subliminally or gaslight, however they do it, keep the idea out there that she is bristling to get back to work, that she is horrified that she can't work. She stays up at night, gnashing her teeth. She has argued with her team of doctors and her two Filipino nurses, William's words, not mine, that she has argued with those Filipino nurses, begging them to let her get back to work, even if it means going down the hallway and having one of her, aides or courtiers tell her what she needs to know and hope she retains it. That's work. A Zoom call, that's work. Okay. Hollywood Reporter. Kate, Princess of Wales, makes first public appearance after cancer treatment. Uh-huh. Hollywood Reporter. Wait, how long ago was that one? Okay, so this is the more recent one. This is the older one. Hollywood Reporter. Kate, the Princess of Wales, made her first public appearance Sunday since she announced she had completed chemotherapy and would return to some, let me stress it, some public duties. Not a lot, but some. You see, people were getting too excited. They were like, oh, she's going to do some work. She's going to do some work. They wanted to make sure that it was understood, but not that much. See what I mean? But not that much. Don't get it twisted now. We ain't doing that much. I Am Sage says, oh, so the Hollywood Reporter has been infiltrated by the British. The left was the original headline posted a day or so ago. The right is the new and updated headline posted 3 hours ago. They don't work in Hollywood. So I ask, why are they talking about Kate? That's a good question. That is a good question. I think somebody put them onto it. Probably some quid pro quo. And why are they using that photo? They must think that this raw chicken leg image is the best thing ever, right? Every time I go to the grocery store, every time I look at some raw chicken, I keep coming back to these photos. Raw chicken has been ruined. The only way I can enjoy chicken, it must be cooked already because I have just lost the will to handle raw chicken. And yes, I use good hygiene, hand washing. I make sure that I clean and disinfect the countertop, all of that stuff. But yet, I still have this adverse reaction to raw chicken. And it's because of the day that Kitty emerged from the state Bentley, um, exposing too much leg for a state visit, especially given the modesty of people from South Korea. I thought it was in very poor taste and disrespectful to Charles and Godzilla. And of course, someone did an AI version where they created this puffy um, outfit for her. I don't think red is a good color for Kate. I think red is a bit jarring. I think it makes her look older. I suppose they think that the red is going to garner some type of response, making it seem as though she's very brilliant and shrewd, and instead of, kind of mediocre and what's the other word I'm looking for? Fragile, very fragile and mediocre. Yeah, as opposed to that. And then, of course, there's on the left side there. I feel like is she looks like the mistress of Leonardo da Vinci or something like that. It's a very old look. It looks like something that an artist would wear, but not really. It's a little bit too formal for that. But I could see it looks like some kind of a futuristic Rembrandt or something. It's just I don't get it. The big bow and the coat and everything, it's just not working. It's really not working. And on the right, you can see she's wearing red. And even though they have softened the image, it still makes her look a bit harsh. Don't worry, I got more. See what I mean? Obviously, they have softened the image, but yet she still comes across a bit hard, right? Lex says it gives me the Handmaid's Tale with the weird bow. Yes. Yes, as though she was trying to send a message, I guess. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, like there was some kind of hidden message there. But they even softened the image. But I think this was an indication that things were not going well. And I can't speculate as to what type of illness that she had then or what's been going on lately, because I don't know. But I think that there was something going on even at that time, because this is when I noticed that she was really looking awful. She looks awful. And again, red only amplifies how, whatever's going on. The red amplifies that. Whoever says, "Mom, would you like to wear this or that?" If they are putting her in something red, she should fire that person because red is not her color. I think they try to invoke this idea that she's strong and bold. It doesn't work. It makes her look withered and old, not strong and bold. I mean, look at her. She looks 50 years old there. She looks older than 50. Now, I haven't done anything. I haven't played with the light or nothing. But these are the photos that were rejected by the magazines and the newspapers. And therefore, they did not airbrush the images. That is the real Kate Middleton. And red makes a bad situation worse. And yes, the handsmaid tale, definitely, definitely. Raw chicken and all. Yes, the raw chicken tail. The raw chicken leg tail. That should be the sequel. The raw chicken leg tail. uh, and then, of course, whoever said, "Mom, how about this jumper?" That was a bad idea because then she started looking like Creepella, the ones that live next door to the what was it, the Flintstones, the Gruesomes, or was it the Jetsons? The ones that lived by the Jetsons, the Gruesomes. Yeah, she started looking like the Gruesomes. So that didn't work out. You see what I mean? Don't let her wear red because red is not her power color. It does not suit her. And then, of course, there was that huge fashion faux pas when she tried to wear red so that she could, channel Princess Diana exiting the hospital. But instead, she channeled Rosemary's Baby. But instead, she gave us Rosemary's Baby. Instead of walking out of the Lindo wing, it looked like she just walked out of the Dakota, right? But yet somebody thought that was a good idea. Now, either somebody was effing with her or she just stupid. But that was not a good look. Stay away from red. Mumbles, if you're watching, if you hear the sound of my voice, do not wear red because it makes you look sinister. It makes you look older. And if you're wearing it, I tend to believe that means you're plotting and scheming. Like there on the right side at the Westminster Abbey, there's the red again. The shadier, the better. I believe this was their first trip back to the Abbey after, you know, after, I think. There you go. What was supposed to be a nod to Princess Diana turned into Rosemary's Baby. A nod to Diana has turned into Rosemary's Baby. I couldn't have made that up. And then, of course, as I said, sinister. Even a cartoon version of Kate looks a bit sinister. See on the left side? And then on the right side, well, I think while she's been away from the cameras, she's been at home practicing in case Megan ever comes back over, this is how she's gonna greet her, just to, just to be shady. Right? She's been practicing. And then, of course, the original, the OG red outfit in the early days of Will and Kate. Kate was trying to show that she was fashion forward. Oh, honey, she was ready to go to Paris, to Milan. She was really going to take on the establishment in the fashion industry. So she wore that outfit, which also looks rather odd. Let me show you. There you go. Oh, you couldn't tell her she wasn't causing it. But notice how young she was. Look at there. That was back in them days when she didn't know what to do with her eyebrows. She plucked and plucked and plucked, and they just went from bad to worse. She didn't know what to do with them eyebrows. And then, of course, there's that. Um, you see what I mean? The red usually means something shady is going to happen, or something shady already has happened. One of the worst people in the world, which, by the way, I fixed her photo. On the left side, that is the unedited version. On the right side, I wanted to soften her up a little bit. So I decided that I would just use a little filter. See there? On the left, that is her natural look. And then on the right side, with the help of some filters, she almost looked human, right? She almost looks human. Even though that hair color does not exist in nature, she almost looks human. So I was trying to help her out, no matter how shady she is. You ever wonder why? Really, I'm just wondering. You got all that time to think. All that time to think. So again, if you are working for Kensington Palace, do not allow the Princess of Wales to leave that uh, castle, palace. Do not allow her to leave if she's wearing red. It's a huge mistake. Even houndstooth is offensive. First of all, when she's wearing houndstooth, I think that causes her to list to the starboard a little bit too much. See how she's listing to starboard? If she was at sea, she'd be taking on water. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then poor Princess Anne. I told you yesterday that I thought this outfit was a bit awkward for a wreath laying ceremony. Um, it seems as though they dropped the ball or something, but I did not like it. It looks a little bit odd, right? It just looks strange. And even up close, it's even worse. It looks very strange. And even the people standing around are just like, "Oh, please don't dip in any further. Ma'am, please do not dip in any further. I don't know if I would survive it." So, not a good look. It looked like she just tripped and fell. I wonder if she did trip over one of those steps and just kind of fell, and then she tried to play and then she tried to play it off, you know what I mean? Well, here's another view of that stunning outfit. I mean, just look at it. I'm stunned. I'm sure you're stunned too. I was so stunned because I thought that look went away when Nancy Cope died, who played Miss Jane Hathaway in the Beverly Hillbillies. I thought when she died back in the 1990s, I thought that was the end of that look. But nope, it's back. courtesy of the Princess Royale, she is going to bring that look back. So if you were worried, if you were thinking to yourself, gee, I kind of had a thing for Miss Jane Hathaway. If only somebody could wear a two-piece suit the way she could. If only someone could wear a two-piece suit the way she could. Well, I think we found that someone. And that, of course, is the Princess Royale, um, Princess Anne, the Princess Royale. She can rock that Jane Hathaway with the best of them. So, with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I told you we try to get this down to an hour, and I think we're just about there. Went a little over, but that's okay. That's what I always tell them at the produce section, produce department. It's a little over. Don't worry about it. And then I run out the door like Precious. Well, same thing here. If it goes a little bit over, I'm going to run out the door like Precious with a bucket of chicken. uh anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Prince Harry, for another inspiring day. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, she's the brains of the operation, right? Kate is the brains of the operation. It doesn't seem like it. M. Covington, I thought I was going a bit over far too often, so I promised myself, especially with all of this material that we have with the Duke of Sussex. By the way, I did just make another video. I hope you guys had a chance to see it. It's about Clever Blend. They talk about how Clever Blend made it to the supermarkets or whatever. So if you get a chance to watch it, make sure you do. The Clever Princess. It's a very interesting video. So thank you all so much for supporting Royal Sussex. And thank you all for the support when I was at the hospital. It was a very odd time for me. 5 straight days I did not work, and I didn't even care. I was recuperating and just taking it easy. And I think I needed that. I didn't need to be in the hospital, but apparently I did. But you know what I'm saying. So, well, yeah. So thank you all again. And thank you. Oh, somebody sent a PayPal earlier today. Almost forgot about that. Let me see. PayPal. I won't say the name. Oh, God. Got to skip through that whole menu thing. I got to get used to this menu. But yes, good night, everyone. Good night. I am done. Oh, man. I think I can. Nope. I see it. So the initials are CAL. I very much appreciate what you do. I am unable to watch you live because of the time zone. Okay, that's what it says. So thank you very much for the PayPal, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. There we go. I found it. Oh, oh, M. Covington. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Thank you so much. We're glad you are feeling better. Oh, thank you so much, M. Covington, and thank you for your continued support for Royal Sussex and for being a member, of course. But yeah, that was very odd. I mean, one day I'm just sitting up here minding my own business, and next thing I know, I was there. I was there. Which I'm still eating a soft diet. Just so you know, I'm still eating a soft diet. I don't know if I'm losing weight or not, but I haven't eaten like it's like I've been, you know, when you're on a soft diet, you're on a soft diet. So um probably the closest thing I've had to like usual stuff is my love affair with catfish. It is so soft, it just goes right down. So but yeah, that was my great escape was catfish. And 6 to 8 weeks, of course, to heal. And I think we're like where? Um, Certainly not 6 weeks, but that's okay. I do have an appointment this week, so I will talk it over with the doctor, see if I can have something a little more solid. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's that. Let's look forward. Oh, you know what? Before I go, let me do this. Let me comb the Twitter and see if there's any new photos that we have not seen yet. You know, I got to do that. See, good call, M. Covington. You said don't go yet. And that made me remember to go and check the photos. See if there's anything we have not seen yet. Well, there's one, but Harry's not in the photo, so I'm not crazy about that one. Uh, oh, what the hell? I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Is there anything else? Nope. Nope. Oh, that's a nice picture of Harry from the Halo Trust. I've never seen this one before. Okay. Well, there's one or two. And okay, let me check one of the other sources who always seems to have everything. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, that's odd. Okay, I got to show this one to you. That's the object and what is brand? Okay, didn't mean to do that. Oh boy, that might be copyright. Let me turn that down. Hmm. Okay. Wow, this guy has well, wait till you see it. This guy, well, I'll show you. Give me a second here. Okay. Okay. I think I almost got it. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. It's a little short video I'm going to show you. Very short. The one that I was saying may have some copyright music in it. So let me see that. Wish there was some way I can get the music out of it, but I'll just turn it down really fast. Okay. Oh, see what I mean? Got to turn that down. All right, try it again. That was fun, right? Let me do that one more time. Now, I don't know if that's his screensaver or what, but yeah, he's got Harry on his phone and Harry's on the stage. Okay. Don't know if he's like that's not weird. I didn't say that was weird, did I? That's not weird. That's not weird. Okay. But yeah, so there you go. And then let me see if I can share that other photo with you. That's not weird. And I didn't say it was weird. Okay, this is the one photo. See, Harry's not in it, so I wasn't that interested in it. James Holt, that looks like him in the front there, but that's the World Health Organization guy. And this photo of Harry that I've never seen before, wearing his Halo Trust uniform. Never seen that one before. That's a good photo. Yep, never seen that one before. Oh, Joanna Hung, thank you so much for being here. I think you're here most days, right? Greatly appreciate that. Absolutely. The man. The IL patch, what is that? Okay, that should do it. We just drift over to an hour and a half. That should do it. So let me take this away. Love you guys. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. And thank you to everyone who has a membership to Royal Sussex. Very, very helpful. Greatly appreciate it. All right. See you all tomorrow or later. You know what I mean. Okay. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. We've just begun. I think we're gonna have a son. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a change of love. I've always liked this song. And in the morning when I rise, Kenny Loggins, that's who I heard sing that song. Him and somebody. Danny's song, right? That's what they call that. Okay. Wait, what's that one? Okay. Good night, Connie Bomber. Wait, Mary H is not here, right? That's who's missing. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lydia. I didn't realize Mary H wasn't here. I'm just like, who's not here? Now I know. Yes, make sure you send some healing prayers for Mary H. Okay. Ciao.